Hi, good morning, Peter. Assalamualaikum. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, I feel honored also to have you around in our session today. And as I can understand that representing a renowned, world-renowned organization in headhunting industries like Pederson Partners, you are the current country managers for Malaysia, Peter Lisney. And all of us in the audience welcome you to have you on board in this session. And this session is very important to us because we will have a cohort that is coming up in August this year for them to be enrolled in this C-Suites Accelerator. So having you on board is actually picking your brain and your wisdom in your experience on how we can use that to help our trainees or students, the future students, to be solving their working dilemma as well. Okay. So I've prepared some questions here just to know, based on your wisdom and experience, what have you done in the past, and maybe you can share one or two incidents that you have had in your line of careers. How do you deal with it? My first question would be, Peter, what would be your top 3 qualities that consistently define the C-Suites candidate who gets selected over equally qualified competitors? If you're having a series of, a group of candidates that pretty much very close, what will be your top 3 quality that you will look into and qualify them further so that you will make the right choices based on your past experience?
Well, I would say that a lot of people want to be leaders, right? Everybody wants to be a leader.
Yeah.
But do they want to do the sacrifices? That's the number one, I think.
Right. Yeah.
You know, that's it's all really nice to be a corporate leader and all that, but somebody who really wants to do the sacrifice, and there are sacrifices. Once you want to do those C-suite roles, your time is swallowed up. You see less of your family, you see less of your friends. You need to be prepared to do that.
Yeah.
So that I would say is the first one. So be able to sacrifice
time. Yes.
The other one is really to go the extra mile. And do things that are beyond your scope, because I see a lot of people that just stay within their functional area. They're not willing to test things outside of that. So that would be the number 1 and 2. So push the boundaries, be willing to learn new things, go outside.
Agility.
Yeah, agility, curiosity.
Curiosity.
Yeah. That's something I tend to see a lot with leaders, that they're very curious and they really want to learn new things. Yeah.
If I can conclude what you have just mentioned there, that being a leader, they should go beyond what the normal people is doing, which you reckon that if they can sacrifice time beyond their normal activities, as being with the families or having their hobbies, now extending that towards reaching and trying to achieve some goals that they are tasked to achieve as a leaders. So they are willing to do that beyond the normal things that they are doing, and also the sacrifices that they have to come up with for them to endure the pain. Becoming a leader is not something that is sitting comfortably in that bubbles, that comfortable bubble.
I would say being a leader, you should never be comfortable. It's all about being uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, So that is also in management, we're looking at the growth phase, where when you leave that comfortable level, you're going into the growth phase where a lot of pains, a lot of sacrifices.
Yes.
And that determines the quality of someone that you are qualifying in a range of competitor, which one that would qualify most for them. But there's also another question, I think maybe from the readership. They would like to know, if you are in that situation and if they are in that pool, what would make you choose them based on that criteria? I mean, how do you look into choosing them? Is there a specific way of you or method that you do a competency-based interview, or what, for you to identify one stand better than the rest of the competitor? How do you see that?
I mean, we do sort of a set of behavioral questions. We do psychological evaluations in candidates, but ultimately it's also how people come across, you know, in terms of do they carry themselves with confidence? Do they behave in a sort of an appropriate manner? And I mean, this is something that I have seen many times, where you have somebody who is academically very gifted, for instance, but they don't have sort of that social behavior, so to speak. So when they meet somebody, they're probably not very personal and all that. And this is something you have to train, right? It's not something that comes naturally, right?
And you mean when you are doing this interview, this quality, it will surface, and you can see which one is really meeting that requirement and which one is not?
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, you get a feel of that when you talk to people, right?
So what would be your advice to the reader if they want to be in that category, to be selected? What should they actually consider to be doing in an interview?
I would say come across as confident, know your stuff, but at the same time have humility.
Okay.
Humility is really important, because you get a lot of people who comes in with arrogance. Nobody likes arrogance, end of the day, right? So to have a level of humility, I feel, is really, really important, and make that come across. I have seen people lose jobs, not because of me, but when they meet with the boards, for instance, and they come across as too arrogant, they don't have that humility. So I think that's something to keep in mind, is to be when you go for an interview, you're talking to another human.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind.
Thank you very much for sharing that. I mean, that is by far one of the most single valuable advice that is coming up from a headhunter like you, who has vast experience in screening people, especially candidates, who is looking at assuming at a C-suites level. And I would appreciate also for more chances for us to be speaking like this in the future, to learn more about your line of thoughts in a different subjects. I would like to thank you for joining me in this session, and hopefully we want to do more. So for the readers out there, we are going to have the next intake for C-Suites Accelerator in August 2026. Come and meet Peter there, and you can have him and ask a lot of questions around, you know, building high performance teams, or getting yourself being agile, and you know, preparing yourself to be selected as one of the most wanted candidate in any positions that you are applying, especially at sitting at that C-suites levels. Yeah, Peter. Yeah. Thank you very much, Peter, having you around, and I would like to see you again. Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you all.
See you guys.